Hi, it's me, Ms.V. So, the last video I made was the why you shouldn't punch anything video. And in case you missed it, that was covering why it is you shouldn't punch because A, your wrist can buckle, and B, you might get a boxer's fracture because these metacarpal bones in your hand are very tiny little bones, and you're distributing a lot of power between those bones when you punch. And they break easily. That's what we call a boxer's fracture. And instead I offered strikes like my 3-strike rule, which is a palm strike is stronger than a punch, and an elbow strike is stronger than a palm strike. But I thought I would bring you a couple of more strikes today that you can utilize without the risk of breaking said metacarpals. So the first one I wanted to share with you was an out to in, and that's from the ear here, like this. Your contact point being on the outside of your hand, which is, the objective is to hit here near the base of the jaw. See, when you get knocked out, what happens is put your fingers right here at the right under your little earlobes at the base of your jaw, and you can feel it. You can feel the nerve, and that's what twangs when you get knocked out. That's the objective. Now, the second one I wanted to share with you is a knife strike, but not with one hand, because you use one hand and it's flimsy. They're gonna bend either way, go whichever way, and break. But if you put your hands together like this, you've got that tensile strength of the hands against one another. They're supporting each other, and just from your body you strike out, aiming basically for the solar plexus area, your duodenal area, or you can go up with it and get under the chin or the throat. Your throat and your peepers right here are what I would consider to be two of the weakest points on the human body. So, you see, when I was first researching doing these videos, and I went and watched a lot of those self-defense for women videos online, I almost started crying. The things that they suggest you do literally will get you killed. Seriously. Like, for instance, that one suggested that you act crazy. Newsflash, they think we're crazy already, okay? If you think for 1 second that that's going to stop a potential rapist just by waving your arms and acting nuts, nah, it's not going to work. And like stomping on their foot, also not going to disable an attacker. So here's what I suggest. What I'm suggesting is that you utilize something that's a little more effective and gives you some time to get away. Hence, the throat strike. Or if you've watched any of my videos, I always suggest that after, you take them down, you just kick a little dust cloud up. But, bad guys can't chase and bad guys can't fight what bad guys can't see, right? So that'll give you the time to get away, and it's disabling. And also, here's the biggest one. My biggest pet peeve is the groin shot. All of these self-defense videos suggest that you go for the groin shot. Knee him in the groin. I can tell you from firsthand experience that I have trained with a lot of fighters that they can take that all day long. That doesn't faze them. Granted, yeah, some guys that is excruciatingly painful. But there are guys out there that it'll have no effect. In fact, it'll just make them angrier. So, the throat, the eyes, the eye gouge, sand, dirt in the eye. These techniques are a little more disabling and will buy you some time to get away. If you don't have that physical strength, strikes like this or that out to into the jaw, those are great strikes. And I'd like to share more on the non-ambulatory self-defense in another video, because I believe that
everyone needs to learn self-defense. And just because you utilize a wheelchair does not mean that you cannot learn self-defense, because you can. I mean, if you were in a wheelchair and you use this knife strike, what that's going to do is it's going to hit them in the solar plexus, which bends them over. It's going to bring them down toward you to where you can then take them down, or you use a better strike against them, but it brings them down onto your level, down towards you. So we'll be going over that in another video, because this is really important to me. All self-defense is important to me. So children, elderly, anyone that is non-ambulatory or has some form of disability, because you're not disabled, you are other abled. Okay, I can work with that. I can teach anybody. So thanks for your support. Thanks for watching.